Hello and welcome back to SnowRunner, y'all, and in this video, I think y'all are really going to enjoy this one because this is a brand new, fully console-friendly 4th-gen Dodge Ram. It is called the Evader 3500, and it's made by F19 Mods. Now, there's a ton of customization that we're going to go into in a moment, but I want y'all to see what the truck looks like when you first get it right out of the garage. Now, the map we are on in this video is called Outback Overlanding, Outback Overland, I believe, and that map is already available on all consoles, and as of the date of recording this video, this truck has not been approved yet, but it should be very soon. Keep an eye on your console mod browser by sorting by latest added or latest updated to check to see if this vehicle is on your console yet. Now, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into the garage and see what we can do in terms of customization on this thing. But before we do that, I'm going to start it up and let y'all hear what it sounds like real quick. There's definitely quite a bit of turbo whistle to the sound, for sure. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the garage. Now, engines-wise, you have two options. You have a base engine, and then you have a compound turboed engine. Now, really, you can go either way with these. You're not really going to find a bad setup. You're just going to want to go with the compounds if you want more power and torque pretty much all across the power band than the base engine. So we're going to go ahead and throw that in there right off the bat. And then we have a standard 5-speed transmission and a off-road optimized 5-speed transmission. We're going to go with the off-road optimized one because we are on Outback Overlanding, but I would recommend adapting that to whichever map or scenario you are in. Now, you start off with the option of a 3-inch lift, but you can go up to a 6-inch lift, or you can do heavy-duty airbags. You can do a heavy-duty airbag upgrade, which this is going to be kind of your lift kit, but more optimized for work and towing. Then you have a heavy-duty lifted upgrade. Then the, oh no, 6-inch lift with squat option. Hold on. Wait a second. I need to, no. No! Oh, no! Oh, okay. All right. Well, this is going to go well. I have future plans for that. All right, so back to the suspension setup. I'm thinking for this map, we're probably gonna do the 6-inch lift, but this one is the softer shock setup, so it's gonna be, well, shock and spring setup technically, so it's gonna be a little bit better for flex. Now, tires-wise, we start off with a set of stretched 35s, not made for off-road use. Use at your own risk. That's the best disclaimer I've ever read for stretched tires. 35-inch road tires, interesting. 37s that have been stretched. 37-inch road tires and 40-inch road tires. So if you want to do like a sort of road-friendly or like road-focused lifted dually on 40s, you can. It's an interesting setup, and if you want to go that way, you totally could. You have these 35-inch Rocks radials, which are really neat. You have, whoa, oh, these are a bunch of new custom tires that I've never seen before. These actually look sick. Dude, I love these. Now, let's see. Whoa, there are so many different ways that you could build this truck. Genuinely so many different ways that you could build this truck and optimize it the way you want. Holy smokes. You could even do a set of ag tires if you really wanted to. These look, to me, a little bit more like military tires than ag tires, but really, it's up to you. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to run these. I love those Black Rhino wheels, by the way. All right, let's throw the AEV snorkel on there. And then let's see. You can do a bed cover. You can do a dually bed if you want to go that route. Or you can do the regular bed, which we're going to run on this build. You have a headache rack that you can throw on there. I'm going to actually do that. You have a roll bar, which I actually prefer the headache rack. You can see you've got some little LED pods in it as well. You've actually also got a custom toolbox that interfaces really well with the custom headache rack. And then, oh, that's sick. Bedside toolboxes? What else do you need? Oh, those are specifically for the dually bed. Gotcha. So we'll run the custom rear bumper, and then you can do you actually have a couple of different hood options. I'm gonna run the stock hood, I think. I think the stock hood looks the best for this particular build. Now, the custom side steps, I'm a little back and forth about because we are gonna be off-roading this truck, so we're probably gonna just bang those up. We've got a full cover front bar with, like, you know, basically tow hooks, freaking like recessed winch, all sorts of really good stuff. And actually, though, I really like this one. This one's a little bit more, I'll admit, this one's a little bit more show truck style. But it's not a bad show truck style. It kind of is a little bit of a mixture between like off-road usability and show truck style. We'll do the marker lights up on the roof, and then let's see. Yo, we have a bunch of different exhaust options. I was really hoping for that. So we've got a hood exit, we've got a side exit, we've got stacks. Holy crap, those stacks look really, really good, and it looks like they interface with the toolbox. They do! They actually fit in between the toolbox and the headache rack. So if you want to use the stacks, you totally can. So I'm actually thinking we're going to run the hood stack, though, because the hood stack just looks so wild on these trucks. We're going to leave those wheels because that's pretty much our only option with this set of tires, but there's nothing wrong with that because, oh, dude, you can even get two-tone? Oh, that's awesome. I love the way that looks. I'm going to go through the rest of the colors just to make sure there's nothing I missed, but that looks so good. All right, let's go with a nice, like, kind of a red and tan. I really like the way the red and tan combo looks. We're definitely doing that. We're throwing beans up there on the dash, and then I'm thinking we'll do, like, I don't know, like the Pine Forest air freshener. And then now, let's see what this thing drives like. I am so excited to see how this thing drives. I think it looks so sick, too. Now, let's see. We actually have a couple of junk cars over here that we could flex this thing out on as well. Because this suspension should be the flexiest one. This suspension seems to be in a fixed position, no adjustability, which is fine. I mean, it kind of removes complication, to be honest. All right, let's bring you on up. Oh, dude, that's actually really good. For this thing being a, like, quad cab long bed on 40s, that's a lot of flex. And actually, this thing should do amazingly well on the trails. So let's actually go ahead and bring you around to one of the main trails on this map. Let me make sure that, oh, okay, cool. It's morning in game, so we don't have to worry about the sun going down anytime soon. Now, let's see what that interior view looks like. Oh, dude, the interior looks so good. It looks amazing. Oh, wow. I am blown away by the setup on this thing. It looks so good. All right, now let's go ahead and make our way on down to the trailhead. Easy. And I know that we haven't done really any towing in this video, but I wanted to save using this thing for towing for another video where we could focus on it a little bit more in depth. Because if we focused on towing in this video, we would only be able to touch on a very small, kind of a very small look at towing. And I really want to make sure that when we do a towing mission with this thing, that we really fully explore its towing capabilities. So that's why we're not towing with it in this video. We're kind of getting a little bit more of a initial off-road impression of the truck in this video. Let's see. I think we're kind of wedged, but that's only because the wheelbase is a little bit iffy right here. It's really long, and that can help you out in some scenarios, but in other scenarios, it's not that great. And that's not a dig at the truck whatsoever. That's more of just something that you run into with anything that's a super long wheelbase off-road. You're going to find some scenarios that it works really well, and other scenarios where it admittedly doesn't work very well. And that's just one of the realities of off-roading. You run into that with super short wheelbase vehicles too. There's some scenarios where they're great. There's other scenarios where they are not great at all. Like right here, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to have to stay close to that edge to not high center myself. And now I can drop the truck down. Yeah, you just have to be a little bit more conscious of your lines because yes, you are very long. Like you're in a very long vehicle and it makes you aware of that. You just have to make sure that you actually like stay on top of that. And well, easy. And just drop it down. Not bad. Yeah, you just got to make sure that you stay conscious of the size of this thing, especially in terms of length when you're on the trail with it. I'm thinking we're going to take the right-hand side this time. We took the left-hand side the last time I was here, I believe. Easy. There we go. These 40s are putting in work in the mud. That's for dang sure. All right, ease it on up. Oh, dude, okay. See, that's where the wheelbase did us a lot of good. Yeah, the wheelbase just absolutely came in clutch there. No issues whatsoever. I just kept my foot in it right there. I was like, yeah, I know we're kind of going off, like, off the line and up this rock, but, like, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it whatsoever. Well, I kind of have to worry about it right here because, well, it's kind of right in the middle of things. Oh, easy. There we go. 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 Not bad. Not bad at all. You just got to keep the momentum going. It's definitely, like, when you're on the trail with this truck, it's definitely a momentum rig. Definitely a momentum rig. But that's kind of realistic in a way because there are a lot of hill climbs where you've got to stay in it the whole way because if you let your momentum go, you're going to have to back all the way back down and start that hill over again. But my God, I love this thing so far. And not only do I love the way it drives, but I love the way it looks as well. I know that these 4th gen Dodges have a huge following, both in the real world and in the SnowRunner community and just gaming community in general, because I think a lot of people either looked up to these trucks at one point, or they, you know, maybe they had a family member that had one, or, you know, maybe when you first saw one of these, especially first saw like a built one, you maybe didn't have your license yet, maybe you couldn't drive yet, and then, you know, years later on down the road, you got one and you built it, you know, you did a bigger turbo, you did bigger injectors, you did a lift, you did whatever the case may be, and it was one of those trucks that I think meant a lot to a lot of people, and I think that that's why, you know, you do have a really strong following around these things. Let me make sure, there we go. We're gonna need our lockers for this spot, because this spot, even in some hardcore off-road rigs, is sketchy. But right there, actually, our wheelbase allowed us to kind of like ease the truck over to the left. Gotta be careful right there because you can flip it if you're not like super on top of what you're doing. And we almost did flip it, but we didn't, so it's fine. Yeah, we didn't actually end up flipping over. So since we didn't actually end up on our lid, don't worry about it. But if y'all enjoyed this video, let me know your thoughts and opinions on both the video and the truck in the comments down below. And if you want to stay as up-to-date as possible on everything SnowRunner and off-road gaming related, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn those notifications on. And I will see y'all next time. Talk to y'all later.